Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Dentistry and the Medical Channel. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Today's video is about muscles of mastication. So let's start. Muscles of mastication. The muscles required in mastication are known as muscles of mastication. As you know, the mandible is the only bone which is movable in the skull. All other bones of the skull are not movable. The muscles of mastication are divided into primary muscles, which are the major muscles, and the secondary muscles. They only stabilize the hyoid bone and helps in the opening of the mouth. The primary muscles involve major muscles, which are masseter muscle, temporalis muscle, medial pterygoid muscle and lateral pterygoid muscle, while the secondary muscles involve suprahyoid and infrahyoid muscles. Hyoid muscles. The next content is about biomechanics or the movement of jaw. As you know that the major movement of the jaw are elevation, depression, protrusion, retrusion and lateral or alternative chewing motions. The muscles involved in the elevation are masseter muscle, medial pterygoid muscle, anterior part of the temporalis muscle and the superior head of the lateral pterygoid muscle. The muscles involved in depression are inferior head of the lateral pterygoid and suprahyoid muscles also help in the depression of the mandible. Now the protrusion of the mandible. The protrusion of the mandible are caused by elevators or elevator muscles. All the muscles of the elevation also help in protrusion of the mandible. And inferior head of the lateral pterygoid muscle helps in the protrusion of the mandible. The next is retrusion of the mandible. The retrusion of the mandible are caused by the posterior fibers of temporalis muscle. Alternative movements are caused by the protrusion and the retrusion muscles. Let's start with the first major muscle or primary muscle, that is masseter muscle. Masseter muscle. Masseter muscle is the thick muscle and most powerful muscle of mastication. It is four-sided, quadrilateral in shape. It is superficial and deep portion. Its fibers are arranged in multipinnate. If we see its origin is from zygomatic arch to the lateral surface of the ramus. This is the zygomatic arch. The fibers run downward and inserted on the lateral surface of ramus of mandible. Its innervation is from mandibular nerve, that is fifth cranial nerve, by masseteric nerve. The function of this muscle is elevation, rise mandible to occlude teeth, protrusion of mandible and the fibers called retrusion of the mandible. The second major muscle is temporalis muscle. The temporalis muscle is also known as temporal muscle. Temporalis muscle. It covers much portion of the temporal bone. Its fibers are arranged in bipinnate. It has anterior and posterior fibers and its fan-shaped muscle. Its origin is from bony floor of the temporal fossa to the coronal process of the mandible. This is the bony floor of the temporal fossa as it covers much portion of the temporal bone. That is why it's called as temporalis muscle. Its fibers run downward and inserted on the coronoid process of the mandible. If we see it, this is the point of insertion of the temporalis muscle. The fibers run medially and attach to this much area of the coronoid process. The innervation of this muscle is from the deep temporal branch, which is mandibular branch of the fifth cranial nerve. Its function is elevation by anterior and superior fibers and retrusion by the posterior fibers. The third major muscle is the medial pterygoid muscle. Medial pterygoid also has two heads, upper head and lower head. The upper head and lower head, both origin is different, but the innervation of these both fibers is same, and also the insertion is same. If we see there, the upper head and the lower head, this is the upper head and this is the lower head. Like see there, the upper head origin is from the tuberosity of the maxilla, and the lower head, its origin is, or its arise from the medial pterygoid surface of lateral pterygoid plate. Both fibers run downward and inserted on the medial surface of the angle of mandible. Like this is the portion, medial surface. At that area, the medial pterygoid muscle is inserted. The innervation of this muscle is by medial pterygoid nerve, that is the branch of trigeminal nerve mandibular division. The function of this muscle is elevation. It also helps in protrusion and in grinding motion or in grinding movements. The last primary muscle or last major muscle is lateral pterygoid muscle. Lateral pterygoid. The lateral pterygoid muscle also has two heads. It's the only muscle, or you can say it's the only primary muscle that helps in the opening of jaw. All other three muscles like masseter, temporalis and medial pterygoid, the primary muscles except lateral pterygoid, help in closing of the jaw. If we see its origin, the origin of this, the upper head arises from the infratemporal surface of the greater wing of sphenoid, while the lower head arises from the lateral surface of lateral pterygoid plate. The fibers both inserted on the articular disc of TMJ. This is the articular disc of TMJ. The both fibers are inserted here. The nerve supply is from the mandibular division. That's also the cranial nerve division. The cranial nerve 5. Trigeminal division, that's the mandibular nerve. The function of this muscle is opening of the mandible or opening of jaw, lateral movements, It also helps in protrusion of the mandible. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.